Hi again and welcome back to TopSolid 7. In this final video we're going to talk about design change. Design changes happen at many levels company-wide, and the trick is always ensuring that everybody involved in the project gets the latest version of data. And half the problem is, how do you do that, especially when you have so much data? I mean, let's look at everything that we've done here. We've created for this little job a ton of data, right? But thankfully, TopSolid has you back on this too. So here's what I mean. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to protect my data by checking in the project. The project is done. I'm going to add a note saying project is ready to manufacture. Why not? Now, checking everything in, what that really does is that protects the minor revision across the board. Okay, so you can see that we have these padlocks on everything and everything is nice and neat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate a design change and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to go to my bracket. My customer is going to say, you know what? It'd be really cool if you could make this part a little bit longer for us. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, let's see what we can do. If I go here and I say this 1.5" dimension, maybe he wants it to be 1 3/4. I mean, that is such a minor change, right? But now here's the question. What did that change affect? Because right now, I mean, this solid model updated, everything is good. But you don't know downstream what has been affected. Well, thankfully, TopSolid does. I can right-click at the project level, and I can choose Update. And TopSolid is going to show me every single document that needs to be regenerated based on this change. I mean, think about how cool that is. Now, I could click OK and let it do it in full automatic mode if we want. Let's try that. I mean, why not? Why should we do the heavy lifting when we have a software? I mean, that's why you buy a software like TopSolid, is to do this type of work for you. Then everything's updated. Now, what's really cool here is once the update is done, okay, it's going to save the work. We can go check to see if there's any problems, but we have pushed a design change that in other systems, in lesser systems, dare I say, let alone in softwares where you're doing manufacturing in one software and engineering in another software. I mean, there is so many potential mistakes that can happen. It's almost ridiculous. It's almost impossible to keep track of. Now that I've described all that, everything is up to date already. I mean, that's wicked awesome, isn't it? If I go here and I open this assembly, notice everything is up to date. Everything got taller as necessary because we designed everything with the right design intent. If I come down to my machining, the only thing left to do on the machining, and I should point something out here, is the CAD data was updated, but notice this is blue. Blue tells you that you have something inside the document that needs to be manually regenerated, and that, of course, is the toolpath. The toolpath we will never automatically regenerate. You have to open it up and just hit this button. And in this case, because again, all we did was make it taller, we just have to go through, let it recalculate the toolpaths, and then yes, we'll have to open up the draft file associated to the toolpaths for the setup sheet, let that recalculate. But now we just pushed a real-world design change in a matter of minutes. We updated correctly probably 25 different files. We did it automatically, and all the documents are now up to date as well. And we'll point that out here in a few seconds also. Think about the power of what you just saw. One solution that allows you truly to go from A to Z and you're done. Instead of saying, you know what, I was using CAD software X and I'm pretty sure I put an updated model in Parasolid format in the manufacturing folder, and I think I told the guys on the floor that we did this. I guess we'll find out when the parts come off. Nah, you don't want to work that way. That costs money. This is the right way to work in a well-managed environment. Make sense? Now, if I open up bracket manufacturing, this is up to date. So now all those views are regenerating. It'll take it just a sec. Perfect. Now those are up to date. We'll save that. And now let's look at some of the other documents, like how about our spacer block? Let's look at this. Cool. And everything is up to date. Like that, we're done. This got as tall as it needed to get because of the way we designed everything. So that's it for this sample. Hopefully this gives you a great idea of what TopSolid is capable of. Again, I didn't want to take and use anything that was overly complex. I really wanted to focus on process because process is where we all make money. Think about that. Thanks for watching.